Hi everyone, my name is Krishna Patel, and today I will be speaking to you guys about why students need to care about their health in college. Have you ever told yourself that you're going to exercise today and find time in your tightly packed schedule for a quick workout, but ended up at Brower for ice cream instead? We've all done that. We've all had cheat days, and we've all ended up at Brower eating ice cream instead of working out. We see that students are challenged to exercise and get healthy food because of the high stress level students are under, the improper balance that comes from obesity, and the lack of healthy foods available on campus. But we want to make the audience more aware of this problem so they can take action and to prevent going down an unhealthy path. We are all college students who face the stresses and struggles of everyday student life, and can relate to how difficult it can be to take care of ourselves sometimes. Therefore, it's important to realize that college obesity has the potential to affect each and every one of us, and once you go down that path, it's very hard to turn back. First, we will address the problems that arise from college obesity today. Then we will inform the audience of some reasons that college students are more prone to gaining weight. Lastly, we will give the audience some solutions to avoid college obesity. So, what exactly is the problem? The problem is that college students lose motivation to live a healthy lifestyle because there's so many distractions. As you can see, two of the biggest distractions are studying and partying. I'm sure you're all familiar with both. I myself am part of a service sorority, president of another organization, and taking an intensive major, cell biology and neuroscience, and taking 16 credits for that this semester. I know, it gets hard sometimes. There's studying that's going to take up at least 20 hours every week. There's partying on weekends, and on top of that, you have your job and any extracurriculars. Students tend to have a high workload both in and out of school, and tend to put taking care of themselves last on this list. As you can see, the gray part is how much students spend studying, and this little tiny red portion is how much time they have for themselves to exercise. Students are still learning to balance their time management techniques and take the time they need for themselves once they get to college because they're still used to their parents providing food for them and planning out their days for them. This translates into students not sitting for meals because they're rushing from classes, eating unhealthy foods because takeout is right on their way home, and sitting behind a computer studying for hours for exams. There's so many other things on your plate, so how can you take time out for exercising and eating properly? A study done at Tufts University explains why college students lack motivation to exercise. They explain multiple aspects of college life and why colleges are such breeding ground for obesity. They found a direct correlation between the stress that comes from being a college student and the lack of motivation to exercise. Once college students gain weight, it is incorrect body pattern movements that lead to physical changes in their bodies that lead to making losing weight virtually impossible. According to our journal, Obesity Reviews, there is a physical change in a person's body that comes from being overweight. For example, the foot structure and function of a person who is obese is literally changed. This person will result in a flatter foot, which results in heel pain, which results in a decrease of motivation to exercise. This limits a person from walking and definitely will stop them from exercising. In time, this pain only increases as the lack of motivation continues to grow. It's a vicious cycle that you can't get out of. And then you wonder why freshman 15 is so hard to escape. It is because of these distractions that come with being a college student and the physical changes that come from weight gain that obesity rates among college students have risen up to 36%. That's 1/3 of all college students. Today, I've given you a quick summary of the problem, and I hope that sticks with you, but let me hand it over to Yair now to give you a more detailed explanation to why college students are so prone to gaining weight.
Thank you, Krishna, for your introduction. I'm Yair Kleiman. I am a junior in the Rutgers Business School studying finance, and I am a certified personal trainer. Today I'm going to be speaking to you about the causes in why people are most scared of this facility. So this is a Sunny Werblin Recreation Center. What is it? It's one of the biggest gyms, it is the biggest gym in Rutgers with a full Olympic-sized pool, tons of group classes, massage therapists, everything you can think of for fitness, but it is the most feared place to go into for faculty and students. Now, why is that? So you have a couple causes that we're going to talk about today. It's going to be embarrassment. It's embarrassment of students. The fear of pain, which students are actually in pain, fear exercise, and won't do it. And why unhealthy eating is promoted so highly in colleges, especially in Rutgers. So, embarrassment. Most students actually do not know how to exercise. And a big issue with it is the high school gym class mentality that most teachers are actually not teaching students. They're teaching how to play basketball and how to play football. But as we know from Brandon, there's only one student out of 100 or 1,000 that can actually play college football. So those sports become obsolete once you go into college. So students stop playing sports and they don't actually know what to do in a fitness facility and what exercises they should actually be doing. The next thing is they're scared of social pressures. If a student is overweight or doesn't fit in, or if it's a guy and he can't lift a lot of weights, it's very scary and very intimidating to go to a gym that you feel out of place at, and it's very scary for students. Now the last thing is fear of hurting themselves. When somebody's lifting weights and they injure their shoulder, or they break a finger or something like that happens, it turns a lot of trauma, and students are perfectly at risk because they're lifting extra weights to fit in, and they hurt themselves, and that trauma gives them a fear of never coming back and never actually exercising. So the next thing is pain. So pain is very different in how its uniqueness of students not exercising and not getting themselves healthy. So Beth Bach, actually a pain specialist, said smokers who experience chest pain will have most motivation to quit smoking. So what does that mean? That smokers and people will avoid pain at all costs. They'll stop smoking, and the same thing, if there's pain while exercising, they'll stop exercising. So as Krishna stated before on some of the problems that we were talking about, students will actually have imbalances and it will lead to pain. So we see stress from excess weight will lead into flat feet. Flat feet is directly correlated with heel pain. Once heel pain, and that pain that we're scared of and we're trying to stay away from, once we have that, it's going to decrease our motivation. From there, more excess weight because they're not moving, they're not active, they're lying down, they're sitting too much, and that turns into more flat feet and the vicious cycle continues. So what is the last thing that we're talking about? The last thing we're saying is healthy food is promoted in colleges, and that is one of the most dangerous things that we're playing with today, that obesity is dealing with, and how to promote a more healthy lifestyle, and colleges are actually doing the opposite. So according to Barbara Maloney, colleges have been spending less money on healthy foods, and they've actually geared themselves away from taking care of their students in a nutritional side. I know it myself that, as an example is, I'll go to Kilmer Market, buy myself a bagel on the way to class, and I'm not really thinking, is it good for me, is it bad for me, and I'm not even sitting for it. So when you're standing and you're walking, you're eating, it actually slows down your digestive tract. It will cause you to be hungry for longer. You won't get the proper nutritional value from it, and it's an issue for the future that you're not somebody who's settled and sets their time for eating and then goes on to the next part of their lives, and it affects their time management skills, which is directly correlated to exercising and taking care of yourself in a healthy manner. Now, it's easy to eat on the go, and we see that every single day from our biggest poison, the Rutgers grease trucks, who have been kicked out. But the key was that Rutgers was promoting, and the student life was promoting, a unhealthy eating. The fat sandwich was their trademark, and everybody loved it so much, and the fat cats and all these other things. So these things are the causes of what actually was happening: the embarrassment, the unhealthy eating, and the pain. And now I'm going to turn it over to Brandon on how you can have a solution for these problems, and how we can fix and actually become a healthier community and society.
Thank you, Yair. Hi guys, my name is Brandon Selby. I'm here to talk to you about ways to combat college obesity. For those who don't know, I'm a sophomore here at Rutgers University. I am involved in athletics. I'm part of the Rutgers football team, and I've been doing sports most of my life. So some of the ways to combat college obesity are using your resources that your college provides for you, which are plenty. Focusing on your nutrition, the way you eat, your eating habits, what you eat, and physical activity, anything that involves getting active. Using your resources. Most colleges have recreation centers, recreation programs, and offer a variety of events for you guys to participate in. Here at Rutgers, we also have personal trainers, which you can buy for $15 a session. It's relatively cheap. You don't necessarily need to use a trainer, but starting out with one will greatly benefit you. Here at Rutgers, we have aquatics, dance, fitness, outdoor recreation, scuba, sports, yoga, tons of things to do. Me personally, I like to lift weights, I like to run on the track, run hills, but that's my personal preference. Some people here like to dance, they like to go swimming. Whatever you like, there's something for you to do here at Rutgers. Nutrition. Nutrition is key. Nutrition is one of the most important things when it comes to getting healthy. No matter what you do, no matter how active you are, if you don't eat right, you won't see any results. Food is the fuel that your body needs. If you eat bad, you won't have as much energy. If you eat bad, you'll feel sluggish, you'll feel slow, you won't want to get up. It decreases your concentration. Food is very important. Here at Rutgers, you have the Eat Healthy program. That means in dining halls, we have salad bars, fruit stands, everything you need to eat healthy. Yes, I know here at Rutgers, we promote unhealthy food. We have the grease trucks. This is one of the best things, I must say myself, because I like the grease trucks. But, you know, whenever you're in a dining hall, you have to make an effort to go to the salad bar, get a salad, eat some fruit. Whenever you're eating, no matter how much meat you should have twice as many fruits and vegetables on your plate. Next is physical activity. Here are some of the health benefits of physical activity. It controls your weight, it strengthens your muscles and bones, it improves your mental health, and CDC.gov says that it reduces the risk of cardiovascular disease, type 2 diabetes, and some cancers. Do it together. Me personally, I'm part of a sports team. So when I go to work out, I'm usually surrounded by my friends, trainers, coaches, basically people to push me to work harder, to do more, to come outside, to make sure I'm exercising daily. Exercising by yourself can be very difficult for some people because you have no motivation, no one's there to push you. When you're with friends, regardless of what you're doing, they'll make it more enjoyable, you can crack jokes, have fun, they'll push you, you compete. It makes the whole process a lot more enjoyable. Okay, now the summary of our main points. Today we've discussed how students lack motivation to exercise because of high stress, physical changes from excess weight, and lack of a solution to the problems that they face here at college. Some solutions that we've discussed were to attend Rutgers fitness courses, hire a personal trainer, learn about nutrition, and choose the healthy options. I don't want this to overwhelm any of you guys. Learning about nutrition is something that is fairly easy. I know you think, oh wow, you're part of sports, so they help you out. No, before I came to Rutgers, a lot of the nutrition facts that I learned were simply Googling. What should I eat? What's good to eat after workouts? What's good to eat before workouts? Should I eat at night? Should I eat in the morning? Just type some questions in Google and a lot of answers will come up. And finally, to conclude, we want you guys to avoid obesity, get active, and be healthy. Like I said before, the odds are against you in college to work out, to eat healthy. Everything's out there promoting eating bad, don't sit down when you eat, go places. There's always distractions. But if you make the effort, if you persevere, if you do it with friends, if you make sure that you stay on a track, a program, being healthy can be fun, it can be enjoyable, and it can be easy. Us three, me, myself, Yair, and Krishna, we want you guys to succeed. We want you to combat obesity. We want you to be healthy, live long lifestyles, and do the right thing. Thank you.